Today, we will talk about Japanese franchises' lasting impact on pop culture in America. In the middle of the 1970s, if someone wanted to discuss Japanese popular culture, undoubtedly the conversation would revolve around its science fiction film icon Godzilla. No offense to the Flying Turtle Gamera and its loyal legion of followers, but Godzilla films not only ruled Japanese popular culture, but were shown around the world to much acclaim and sometimes good-natured derision. Today, in 2016, when one wants to discuss Japanese culture, the topic immediately turns to anime. And among anime titles, none permeates Japanese society like the franchise Mobile Suit Gundam. Gundam birthed the so-called realistic robot show, where teenagers and adults alike climbed aboard 60-foot-tall war machines and fought for or against a war for independence taking place in Earth's orbit among giant space colonies. The show became incredibly popular in reruns after an early cancellation due to the good, bad, and great characters inhabiting its detailed world. Its first series aired in 1979 to 1980, and after 3 movie compilations and huge sales of model kits, sequels, and new versions of the show have aired almost continuously, or at least every other year since 1985. Mobile Suit Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans currently airs as the franchise's 19th series. In addition, there are countless comics, a number of home video series, and some films to extend the stories. The best way to explain the pervasiveness of Gundam, especially the original series dubbed First Gundam, to distinguish it from its sequels and alternative universes using the Gundam title, is to say it is something like combining Star Wars and Star Trek in the United States popular culture-wise. Everyone in Japan knows of Gundam, and almost all under the age of 50 have seen some of the episodes, if not one or more complete series. Comedians have made a career out of repeating dialogue or making jokes at the expense of characters. Toyota released a car fashioned after mobile suits piloted by First Gundam's dashing villain. Gundam has sold a variety of products, from cup noodles to Pepsi products. On my current trip to Japan, I found Gundam advertising within 1 block of my first 2 hotels. The first, in Yokohama, was an advertisement for a First Gundam-themed pachinko game. The other, in Kobe, was for First Gundam, collectibles topping cans of coffee sold hot from vending machines. The reason I am in Japan currently is to attend the first Tokyo Macadamia Conference, the Asian Popular Culture's academic conference. Anime, manga, and video games is normally held in Minnesota at the Minneapolis College of Art and Design. But this year, the college sponsored 2 conferences. The first on the Oyama Gakuin University campus, March 18 to 20, 2016. I've come to Tokyo with my writing partner, Dr. Shinichiro Mizushima, a lecturer at Doshisha University in Kyoto, to give a presentation called The Influence of 9 Elements and America's Wars in Afghanistan and Iraq on the Mobile Suit Gundam franchise. In this paper, we show that 9 Elements and the subsequent U.S. wars had profound effects on the Gundam franchise. From the corporate decisions on the content best to broadcast in America in the years after the Watershed events to how current events influenced creators of new Gundam series. The question is, can Japan capture the former glory that it once enjoyed as the undisputed leader in the gaming world? While there is no easy answer to this, one way is to make a dent in the Chinese market, which until recently had banned any foreign publisher from entering their domestic market. Console-based gaming contributes to just 2% of the Chinese market, making it a massive market to expand. What we can expect to see in the future is not necessarily games made in Japan, but made with Japanese sensibilities. The best example of that is Pokémon Go. Since it entered the video game industry, Japan's strength has always been its ability to innovate. This is the beginning of a new era where technologies like AR and XR will take center stage. For example, after 9 Elements, the Cartoon Network canceled First Gundam in the midst of its run. Bandai, the corporate owner of the franchise, then worked to create Gundam television programs that downplayed the usual war story made famous by the franchise. Doing so in one case by focusing on a child under the age of 10 living in an idealized future with antagonists displayed in over-the-top fashion like mustachioed 1920s film villains. In another Gundam Anime, competitions between model kit builders in the near future use advanced computer technology to pit these pretend weapons against each other in an arcade video game. In terms of content, Post-9 Elevance writers and directors have created Gundam stories that deal with amputee veterans, snipers, and powerful pseudo-nations that declare war on any other state that dare to use violence against other peoples or nations. Other presenters in our panel discuss the anime Neon Genesis Evangelion and how its deconstruction of the mecha genre affected its fans, and the interweaving, rightly and sometimes wrongly as they are separate media, of anime studies and manga studies in the academy. Scholarship on anime and manga has come a long way since the publication of Frederick Schott's book Manga, The World of Japanese Comics in 1983, as the Macadamia Conference's very existence on two continents shows. Our presentation, in fact, is but a brief glimpse into the work on the Gundam universes we have been doing so far. This research, if all goes well, will culminate in a book-length manuscript that does two things. First, it interprets the sources and meanings behind the different Gundam television shows, films, and home video series. As with any good science fiction, it uses the present to portray the future. Secondly, it uses the different stories to examine changes in Japanese culture from 1979 to the present, especially the changes in gender roles. These changes have perhaps not occurred fast enough for Japanese women demanding career equality with men, but have been happening nonetheless. We hope to publish our completed work in time for the 40th anniversary of First Gundam in 2019. In recent years, Japanese pop culture has become a global phenomenon, captivating people worldwide with its unique blend of traditional and modern elements. From anime and manga to J-pop music and fashion, Japan's cultural exports have taken the world by storm, influencing everything from entertainment and fashion to technology and cuisine. But what makes Japanese pop culture so popular? What is it about this fascinating world that appeals to us so much? The allure of anime and manga. As cornerstones of Japanese pop culture, anime and manga, with their unique stories and visual styles, have sparked an unbroken worldwide fascination. From the colorful landscapes of Studio Ghibli animation to the dystopian futures of Attack on Titan, these art forms have captured the imagination of audiences worldwide and continue to grow in popularity. The impact of anime and manga on popular culture cannot be understated. Fans flock to Japan to visit real-life settings inspired by their favorite series and manga, while studios adapt them into live-action movies and TV series for viewers worldwide. In recent years, anime tourism has surged. Fans worldwide seek out unique experiences and attractions related to their favorite anime. But what makes anime and manga so captivating? Perhaps it's the way they explore complex themes and emotions in a way that transcends language barriers, or the vibrant and dynamic animation styles that bring characters and worlds to life. In this section, we explore the enduring appeal of anime and manga and reach the bottom of their fascination for so many people. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comments section below. Before you go, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.